Hey everybody, I'm giving everyone the opportunity to start coming back in tonight rather. I'm gonna give you guys the opportunity to start back coming in. How is everybody doing tonight? I just got back home and I'm so happy to be back home. While I was out on my case, I heard that the news went ahead and broke it. I'm happy that I was able to bring it to you first though. And it's not even about being first, it's just about being able to let you guys know, that that person, when I got the call, the feds had just got him. I called it first. I called it first. Let's see who in here. TB21, John Anderson. Now my attorney working on something to contact YouTube. These folks on YouTube gone crazy. I haven't somebody that's, well, we know who it is because they run another page too, trying to destroy my brand. But that's okay. That's for the attorneys and the feds, okay? Uh D Nice, the realist on here, Miss Deborah on here, Shan is on here, Linda, Johnny Mac. Rest in peace, young dog. Thank you, rest in peace, young dog. I know they wouldn't give me no credit. I don't expect for them to give me credit, but hey, it's all good. The only reason why people knew it was gonna be more indictments is because they know that I'm credible. Even the people that hate me know that I'm credible. So if they hear me say it's gonna be more indictments, makes them comfortable with saying that there's gonna be more indictments, even if they don't give me the credit. It's all good. People do what they do. Like I said, I don't have that crabs in a bucket mentality. The reason our people are in the position that they are in is because of that crabs in a barrel mentality. Some of these folks got the same mentality as the people that took Young Dolph out. Some of them even affiliated with them. Y'all don't believe me, but I've been trying to tell y'all. Okay? But it's all good though, because we know the truth. Let's see, Ramona Rice, new to you. That's one of my moderators. Let me look and see if my moderators are cut on. Natural Born Queen, Citer. I got some more information to tell y'all. We're gonna wait. See, they waiting for me to put it out there so that they can feed off of my energy. So I'm gonna give them something else. I'm gonna give them something else to eat off of. Still gotta give you the props. Thank you, Player Cole. Thank you, Player Cole. My auntie, who was a police officer, was looking at YouTube and she hollered. She said, "Well, niece, hey, that's our people for you. They don't have to give me no credit because YouTube don't pay my bills. Let's just keep that's Jay. Thank you, Jay. I want to say, is Jay my auntie? I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. I am blessed. Dennis Holmes, Tyranny, Miss Deborah, Aunt Will. Thank you, Aunt Will. Shan, Dima, Letitia, Diane, Lynn, new to you, Ramona. Let's see. Tam 08. And you know what? For my members, what I'm going to do for my members is I'm going to tell y'all something that I'm not going to put on here. That's what I'm going to do for my members. Because y'all do know that those are not that he was indicted, but y'all do know that this is just the beginning, right? What had happened was I got some more information about another indictment. So I'm going to put that into my members. But y'all, I am so happy that Young Dolph's family and his artists, and I'm not the type, I never, I know people get restless and things of that nature. I've never thrown names up against the wall, until something stuck, just to say, well, I said that this person was going to be indicted, and I would never. I kind of stuck with what the direction that I felt like knew that the authorities was going in. Okay. So I'm happy that Young Dolph's family is getting justice for his children, justice for, I would have to say, you know, this right here gives hope. Okay. Hey, Sherry. Hey, Tamara. This right here gives, I'll say, the city of Memphis hope. And hopefully, a lot of the young adults and the teenagers in Memphis can see this and see that crime does not pay, regardless to what goes on. Don't go and ruin somebody else's life or your very own life for any beef, for any money, for any promises, whatever it may be. It ain't worth it. Don't do it. And once they start to remove a lot of the people that's out there that's destroying the Black community, they get a lot of them people off the street. That's going to um Psalms 37. Let me see what Psalms 37 say. Thank you so much, because I got to read that. I've been so happy today. I've been so happy. Psalms 37, because you have to pray, because I know the devil is out there. You know, but just know the very grave that they're digging, it is their very own. It is their very own. This is the season of revelation. Everything that is evil, that is hidden, that thinks that they are hidden and doing evil stuff, it will be revealed. Okay. And Psalms 37 says, commit your way to the Lord, trust also in him. Here David explained what it means to delight oneself in the Lord, and described in previous verses, it means to commit one's way to him and truly trust in the Lord. Okay. And y'all, that's why I was saying, just let the system work. It's a process. It is definitely a process. And look at what is happening. I kept telling y'all, God had not forgotten about young Dolph and his family. I kept saying they killed him in the physical, but he was spinning in the spiritual. You have to understand that you have law enforcement officers in different entities. Thank you, Miss Diane. And different entities, you guys, that truly take what happened to young Dolph to heart. Okay. So what I want to do is, I don't know if I'm sure since it's out there, let's see, let's go to the news media. I'm sure you guys have already seen it. Okay. And he is just the third suspect. Really he ain't the third, but really he ain't the third. Let me see. Hold on, you guys. Okay, let me pull this up.
You won't hear anybody else, or hear anywhere else, I should say.
Yeah, that third suspect is Hernandez Govan. I just got my hands on documents which show police arrested
Jeremy Pierre, you
and
was
a grand
behind
jury
me. I just gotta
indicted
be
him
honest.
this afternoon. Several sources told me Govan is now facing first-degree murder, criminal attempted first-degree murder, and conspiracy to commit first-degree murder charges. According to those documents I obtained, these charges go back earlier than Dolph's death. We are talking about several months before the rapper's death. This leads us to believe during those several months before the shooting, investigators believe there was a plan to murder young Dolph. Right now, we do not know where police arrested Hernandez Govan.
I do.
I'm digging deeper into the documents I obtained. Again, we have learned Memphis police have made a third arrest in the murder of Memphis rapper Young Dolph. This is based on an indictment handed up from a grand jury. I will have much more on this breaking news story tonight on Fox 13 News at 9 and 10. Darcy, Dallas.
Thank you, Jeremy.
I told y'all. And Jeremy Pierre still don't know everything. Bless his little heart, but you know, I got a lot of respect for Jeremy and everybody else that's genuinely trying to put out the correct information and that is not trying to derail the truth. It wouldn't matter anyways because the truth is gonna come out. Because I'm telling you, I was told as soon as the feds got him. Okay. Thank you for the cash out, Ani. Thank you so much. Y'all, this is just the beginning from what I'm told. Okay. It's just the beginning. So I don't know what the investigators got going on, but they doing their job. So thank God for that. Hold on, I'm trying to pull up the paperwork. His paperwork probably. Now we see why Straight Drop was more than likely trying to move. Hold on. Paperwork probably. Now we see why Straight Drop was. Hold on. Hold on, you guys. Yeah, I keep hearing this song, and I'm just going to play a little bit of it. But even when I was out on my case tonight, I kept hearing this song in my head. I just want to let y'all hear a little bit of it. Hold on. Hold on. I'm gonna drop the link too. I think this is it. I keep hearing that song in my head, Shirley Caesar song, child. I know y'all thought I was talking about DOLPH. I'm gonna drop the link, but I just keep hearing that song. God said it, and I believe it, and He won't take it back. That's that song Shirley Caesar sing. I was trying to find it. I just dropped the link. If anybody wants to come up, you all can come up while I look to see if they have put his indictment papers up. So if you want to come up, click the link. Of course, you have to show me who you are in the back studio before I pull you up. And while I try to see if his paperwork has been if they put his indictment papers up. Oh, Lord have mercy. It's been a long time coming, but it's just beginning. Who knows, you guys? He might be relieved. You never know. Okay, his pay, they haven't uploaded it yet. But he's been charged with conspiracy to commit first degree murder, and criminal attempt first degree murder. So that conspiracy to commit first degree murder goes back to June 1st of 2021. So whomever it is that is talking with, who is giving the police officers, that's giving the investigators the information, they know exactly when they start plotting. Okay. Hey, D-Mon.
All hail to the mother freaking queen. You hear me?
Uh-huh.
I came up to give you your dozen roses, red roses.
Thank you.
Okay? Because you've been standing 10 toes, being consistent, being truthful. You never had to put on no circus show and invite the clowns to prove your point. You have been saying the same thing since this has happened to Dolph. People don't want to give you your flowers. It doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, I think the general public knows where this information came from today, because you better believe every time you post something, they in the bushes and on top of the countertop like roaches grabbing crumbs. But that's irrelevant. At the end of the day, justice is going to come for Dolph and his family. And I just appreciate you, since this case has started. I appreciate you having always kept it truthful. You've kept it real. You have been consistent. You have never wavered from anything that you've said, and you've never embellished any details. So, as a viewer and as a subscriber, these are things that I can appreciate. Okay, and while people out here trying to send shots for you, because I heard one blogger not too long ago try to send shots for you. And I'm like, you walking Mucinex commercial. Okay, go get your deviated septum fixed first before you try to send shots for the queen, baby, because at the end of the day, you cannot get a class act from a clown. And people like that, I look at them as clowns. Okay, because this is not a competition. It's not a race. This was never supposed to been about competition. This whole
Absolutely.
thing about blogging should have been for the sole benefit of getting justice for Dolph, not trying to bash other bloggers, not trying to hack their accounts and come for them and try to diminish their integrity and ruin their name. And none of that should have been happening. So once I saw it going left like that, I already knew what these people were on. But at the end of the day, it's going to be some more that's going to have to answer. And I have to ask myself, or I would love to ask them, was it worth it? Was it worth it?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And it's weird that, people come for me when you've never seen me even try to go for another vlogger. But hey, like I said, we all have different upbringings.
But like I say, that's the roaches on the countertop. When the lights go off, they in the bushes on top of the countertop snatching for crumbs. And you better believe when you put breaking news in Dolph case, baby, you better believe them other 100 and some people that did not like the video, though they the main ones sitting in the bushes waiting on you to drop. And I'm sure they were completely devastated when you never said Quette's name. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah. But it doesn't matter whether you said his name or not. You've been saying for the last screaming to the rooftops that they coming. The indictments are coming. So you've been saying this. So, I just want to come up and give you your flowers, sister, because
Thank you.
you really have been consistent. And I would think that most viewers on YouTube, these subscribers, that's what you should really want is consistency and truthfulness, not side shows, freak shows, clown acts, embellished lies, scripts, and all this BS. Because you name me one of them that have really kept it funky, all the way funky. I can't name nobody but you and Player Cole, perhaps.
Thank you.
So I just want to say that I'm getting ready for work, but I'm gonna be listening in. If I can jump back in later on, I'm sure. Y'all come on up to the panel now. Y'all been wanting justice for Dolph. Now we getting justice, and everybody's scared to dial in and come up on the panel. Let's come on up here and talk about it. Y'all want to talk about it? Let's get up here and talk about it. Like, share, and subscribe. Love you, baby. I'm gonna hop down, and then I might pop back in later.
Love you too. Thank you.
You're welcome, Mama.
Bye-bye. And let me just say this, because I understand people, make fake pages, and I'm not Mia J. My attorney is already on it. And some more people. Don't play with me. Because I was in court. I was in court today. Because I've been violated. And I got the money for my attorneys. We just gonna be some going to court motherfuckers. Okay? That's what we get ready to be. My attorney saw the fake page. I saw it. I wish a bitch would. Okay? That's all I got to say. Hey Harold.
Hey, how you doing? I must admit, I heard you said another arrest was made.
Orange Mound Quette was indicted for the plot and the murder of young Dolph.
Wow.
And as soon as I heard it, I put it out. I didn't say his name, but I put it out there that someone had just been indicted, because I kind of wanted to wait when the person told me. I didn't know. Once I knew that they had told the news media, I knew that it was safe. I didn't know that if they was going to keep his name a secret. I just didn't know which direction that they was going to go in that. Because sometimes they secretly indict people. They don't put the information out for various reasons. So once I saw that they had given it to the news media, I knew it was safe.
Wow.
I'm not going to be the one, even though I wanted people to know that there had been an indictment. I didn't want to put his name out until I saw the direction that they was going to go in. Because a lot of times when they indict people, if they're secret indictments, they won't put their name out because of the investigation. That person is very vital to the investigation. Okay.
Right. Wow, that is good news. That's great news.
Yes, it is. And that ain't the end. It's another one. Okay.
Won't
God do it?
Oh, amen. Like this, and like my mom D was just saying a second ago, and it's like that just goes to the patience that you've been really telling your subscribers and your listeners to exercise, not to be. And I wasn't even in that boat at once upon a time, like getting really, really impatient and wanting justice. But it's like, it's that patience pays off, and I know your listeners, those who's been around and watch you cover this. I know they are rejoicing right now, because that information and that wisdom is paying off now.
Yes, it is. That's why I always say, let the system work. You have to let the system work. And I know a lot of times, as I was saying, and I was trying to keep people as calm as I could, because I was told back in August, at the end of August, that some indictments was going to take place, and it didn't happen. And I was like, oh, okay. I know a lot of times when they're supposed to happen and they don't, it's because they tightening up some more stuff. But I was told way back in January, if y'all can remember, I said I told y'all, I said somebody told me that it was going to be more people indicted, y'all. I
I
told
remember you saying
y'all
that.
and I have to be careful because I don't be wanting, but I had been saying it. And I received a lot of backlash because number one, it has nothing to do with anything other than that crabs in a barrel mentality. If I was trying to get a whole lot of views, I'd have put his name out. Wouldn't have gave a damn, but I'm a woman of my word. If they say, wait, they told me the feds just got him. They said they just got him. I said, oh my God. And they was like, wait, I want to see the direction that they're going to go in. I don't know if they're going to release his name, if it's going to be a secret, but I wanted you to know that another person had been indicted. And so that's the reason why I didn't say his name, but it's another one that they get ready to get. And I know his name too.
That's very, very interesting. Because for me, what that tells me is what that makes says to me, it lets me know that it was a conspiracy involved. In other words, it was more than just these. It was a lot of people involved with killing that man.
Yeah,
that's what that lets me understand. And like the feds, and like now I see, like, because when you look back at all the situations where when DOLPH life was almost taken, where it was in LA, and all the things that was happening to him that was coming from a certain direction. I mean, it's like, and you look at the Rico situation down there with Young Thug and YSL.
Yeah. Hold on one sec. Okay, thank you, hon. Okay. How you doing? Can't be stopped.
I'm good.
Did you want to weigh in on this conversation?
Well, look, I would say, I mean, for you to continue to be on top of it, that's amazing. Because I ain't gonna lie, I mean, everybody forgot about that situation like a while back. It just different things just keep on coming. I mean, you was covering it for a long time, and then now, Takeoff got killed, and it's like, okay, we everybody just getting all caught up in totally different murders. It's crazy. So I just want to say thank you for to continue to kind of get justice for DOLPH, man.
Yeah. And prayers to Young Dolph's family, because that's the most important thing. Justice for him, and prayers for his children and his mother and his woman, and all the people that truly loved him, his artists and stuff. He had family that truly loved him. We're his fans, but their love could never compare. Our love could never compare to the people who had an intimate relationship with him. And they miss him every day. His kids don't understand why their dad was taken out, when all he was trying to do was build a legacy and leave something behind for his kids. They don't understand that. All they know is even with these people being indicted, his kids still don't have an understanding of that. They too young. They want their daddy back. And that's what these people need to understand when they allow their jealousy and greed to override logic. It's a damn shame before God.
Yeah, but let me ask you a question though. This time, right? I was just want to see how you keep track of all this. I mean, there's so many cases going on right now. I mean, I applaud you because, I mean, we all got day-to-day lives, but I mean, for you to be a voice for, I don't want to say the dead, but to say for you to be the voice, man, that's a blessing. Um, I mean, because
Well,
most of them don't.
I've been doing this even before I got on YouTube on my TV show on Comcast. I always covered cold cases. Now, DOLPH's case is not a cold case, but I always did. It was just always interesting to me. My investigative company get hired a lot from families who have missing children, missing family members, or if they want to reignite a cold case, they'll hire us. It's just a passion. Thank you, Aunt Will, for the cash app. It's just a passion. And it has nothing. I always tell people it's not even about me. It's always about God, period. That's why I'm so
Amen.
passionate. That's why I kept saying I'm not getting into no barrels. I'm just not going to do it because it was an assignment from God before I got on here. I'm not going to go back and forth because YouTube don't pay a damn bill I got.
Yeah, but you gotta understand one thing though. You know, the enemy is gonna attack regardless. You know, it's a blessing that you wake up every morning to do what you do. You know what I mean? The enemy is not gonna be happy. You know what I mean? So you shouldn't be worrying about what people are saying because they insecure, right? And they don't want to bring justice forward. They just want to continue to bash your name. But again, you also got to know that when the Lord's blessing you, there's always going to be enemies that's going to try to bring you down. And as you can see from Dolph and Takeoff, the Lord blessed them to get out from where situation they was in. And as you can see, the enemies took them down. So, I mean, like I said, I mean, I believe the Lord going to continue to bless you and your family and continue for you to be a voice to let to keep people informed of what is going on. So, like I said, we all gonna have enemies, but for you, just continue to do what you're doing, and I pray that the Lord is gonna continue to bless you and your platform, not by likes or trying to gain clout or whatever, but to be blessed and to to be a voice for everybody else. So,
Thank you. I
Amen.
appreciate that. I received that.
Amen. I confer with that, brother. Amen. I'm gonna
So,
top down, Tamara. I'll be listening though. God
did you,
bless you. I love
Harold?
you.
Did you say everything that you had wanted to say?
Yeah, I had a couple of thoughts, but like I really just kind of want to just like take this moment and just really be thankful and continue, like the brother said, just rejoice with you. Like you've been putting in a lot of work, and I'm just thankful to be on this journey, which I had a thought I was going to express, but at this point, it's just like I probably come back to it later. I just kind of want to just take this moment and just kind of bask in this little victory right today. Like, be thankful for the small blessings that we receive.
Amen. Thank you.
amen.
You guys, if anybody else, anybody, I'm going to drop the link again, but y'all, this is it's just the beginning. I'm happy that Dawes family has another victory, but it's just another victory, and hey, it's just the beginning. Um and another reason why, you guys, I just dropped the link. I didn't really get into the conspiracies of it, because there was a lot of stuff that was put out there in the atmosphere. I couldn't buy into that because when you know what you know, I couldn't buy into that stuff. And when I say that, it is because I you have to understand, I worked for the police department for almost 20 years. So when you have relationships with these people, you know what you know what the type of people that they are. So it's kind of funny when you see certain, vlogs put out stuff about officers that they don't have, or investigators and agents that they don't have personal relationships with, but they take it like champs. It's funny to them too. So I never bought into that. There are bad officers, there are bad federal agents. It's somebody bad in every bunch, but the ones that I know, they're not bad. I knew that they was working their butts off to make sure young Dolph got justice. That's why I could never get on here and take credit for nothing. I'll never get on here and say I saw the DOLPH case. Hell no. Them folks that's been working their asses off down there at MPD and at the over there at the federal building, they are the goats. They are the goats. I would never try to take credit for something that I had nothing to do with at all. As far as solving the case, there's no way I could have possibly solved the case because I didn't have the material. They were dealing with the witnesses. They were the ones out there interviewing witnesses and finding evidence. They had the intelligence to get what they needed as far as all the evidence that they have to present in court. They were the ones, not me. Not me. That's right. I always said he had a dream team. Monica J says, matter of fact, you out of here, Davey. Oh Lord, they showing out already. 800 pages and more. Listen, I had said the whole time, I said, you know, when they were saying that they didn't believe that they had the right people, I said, well, you know, I don't know. But based on what I was told, I don't know how they're going to get out of it. Okay. Hey, Miss Kimberly.
Good evening, sis. How are you?
I'm good. How about you?
Weak and very sore.
Well, I'm glad that you're healing, though. Have you had your surgery?
Yep, I had it last Wednesday. I go to my post-op tomorrow, and then I got to go to my spine doctor on Monday for them to put what they need to put in my on my spine directly. Mm-hmm. So I've been thugging this pain and trying to keep a positive outlook on life, but I'm so elated to know that a third suspect was arrested. That name sounded like a female name, though. That threw me off.
It's Quette. But his real name is Hernandez. I believe Hernandez Govan.
Wow. Salute to you. Because I seen someone said that another YouTuber broke it, but I guess you broke it first without saying the name from
Absolutely.
what I hear. So you're the GOAT as usual. I'm thrilled because another YouTuber did say it was 3 shooters and everybody said it was cap and they dismissed it. Mm-hmm. But I'm glad that wasn't true. You know, that it is true that there was a third shooter and now they got them. Mm-hmm. So was his daughter killed or something in Houston?
Yeah, that his daughter was a rapper. Her name was Desto, a lot of cash Desto. Rest in peace to her.
Wow.
You know, because I don't wish that on anybody, you know, especially with her being a young lady. But yeah, she was killed. I don't know. I know people are trying to say that that maybe it had an affiliation or it was retaliation. I don't know about that. I have not heard that. So
she wasn't a Young Dolph fan then?
Huh?
Was she a Young Dolph fan or we don't know?
I don't know if she was a Young DOLPH fan. I think they're saying that she was affiliated, you know, because of she came from out of Orange Mound. Her dad, you know, is Orange Mound Quette. He has been indicted. She may have had some type of affiliation with the people that was around Orange Mound.
Right. But you know, you've been saying and others been saying for the longest that there's always been a Memphis/Texas connection. Mm-hmm. With his demise. So that's crazy. And I'm wondering if perhaps they killed her because they couldn't get to him.
I don't know. I don't know about that yet. They're trying to say that it was a robbery. So, you know, I don't know. You have to think about, if I'm not mistaken, and I'm just saying allegedly.
Right.
That's because I've heard this in the street, not from a credible source. Mm-hmm. But allegedly, he could have possibly he kind of been doing dirt. He could have possibly been a hitman anyways. You see what I mean? So it ain't no telling. If it was retaliation, it didn't necessarily. That's if it was retaliation. It might not have anything to do with Young Dolph's case. It could have been any situation.
Just street
That's
stuff.
if it was retaliation.
Right.
But they're trying to say that it was just a robbery. But I don't know. That happened in Houston.
Oh, you mean the daughter was a robbery? Got it.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Happened in Houston.
I'm so elated. And did you say there's another one that but you haven't released the name because the
It's
public
another one. It's another one that's get ready to be indicted.
So I hope people understand that just because you don't release the name doesn't mean that you didn't break the story first on YouTube.
They know I broke it. They know I broke the story, but that's a way to try and discredit me.
And they can't.
We just let them have it. Because YouTube don't pay my bills, and I'm not a miserable person either.
Amen.
So that's a way when you don't like somebody, that's what you do. I can't understand how you dislike somebody you don't even know.
Right. And people don't understand it takes a lot of energy to be mad, be mean, and do evil things to people. It don't take nothing to be nice and kind to people at all. No effort is involved. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But salute to you, to Miss Goat.
Thank you.
You're very, very welcome. I'm going to drop back down in the comments. Like I said, I have to go to my surgery in the morning. So I'm just going to probably fall asleep listening to you.
Okay. Thank you, Kimberly.
You're welcome. I love you, sis. Bye.
I love you too. Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Woo. Y'all don't know how relieved I am as it relates to this situation. Just knowing that now they have enough to actually indict him, because they're not jumping the guns, so it's airtight. So that makes me feel really, really good. As I've always said, I don't like microwave investigations. That's true, Aunt Will. I don't like microwave investigations, so the mere fact that they got him today, it is because they got that thing airtight. And the one that they are on their way to get is airtight. Okay? Let's see. I'm gonna drop the link. Anybody that wants to come up, I just want to celebrate Young Dolph. I got emotional today because I had been in court today. We get ready to sue some people, get ready to do some more stuff, get ready YouTube, get ready to have to try to. They made a fake ass page tonight, but my attorney on top of that. So I'm not gonna play with these people. But like I said, our people can be the worst, but the person that's behind that fake page that was made today, he ain't black. Okay, one of them is, but he ain't. Person he affiliated with black, but he ain't black. Cash Younger says, so was there a fourth shooter? No, there's no fourth shooter. No disrespect. Reports are saying the guys is DeSoto father, Uzi's female artist who was, hold on, let me go back up. It's moving. Uzi's female artist who was killed in Houston. It was Lotta Cash Desto's father. From my understanding, you guys, and this is just from my understanding, he knew it was coming. He was prepared for it. So, from my understanding, that's it. I'm gonna leave it at that. Let's see. Long live Dolph. We getting that get back. You only get away. You never get back. Absolutely. You only get away with it for a minute. You only get away with it for a minute. But as my mother always says, God always comes passing through. And my favorite scripture is, when I get them back, you're going to see me get them back. That's my favorite scripture. When I get them back, you're going to see me get them back. And the get back, and what else did I say? I said God says, I prepare a table for you in the presence of your enemies. And God was gonna give Dolph's family a seat at the front of the table to witness the get back. I always said that. Because he was paid. That's why he killed him. Let's see. You heard that here first too, because he was paid. That's why he killed him. You heard that here first. Tamara, where can we find the scripture, please? Okay. It is in, I can't think of it right now, Kimberly, but I'm gonna give it to you. I think that was Teasy that ran off with the money. Monica says, I think that was Teasy that ran off with the money. I wonder how much money he got. I don't know, Shan. It wasn't enough. If they had gave him $1 million, in which we know that didn't happen, it wouldn't have been enough. Oh no, Michelle. I wouldn't say that. Because they're saying that a lot of cash debt stole. They're saying that it's a robbery. I don't know. I don't know that. I have not heard that, so I'm not gonna. A lot of people, are speculating and saying that, that may be the reason that happened to his daughter. I don't know about that. Because I don't, that happened in Houston. So I don't know. Ain't saying he lost his daughter behind this, but wasn't nothing worth it. They got Quette because he the one took straight drop to the party where it was playing. Let's put it all on the table. Long live Dolph. I think so. We gotta wait and see. I hate that for young Dolph. I do. I keep getting emotional. I was sitting out on my case tonight, and I was dropping tears because it's been a long time coming. And trust me, like I'm an emotional person anyways. I'm a fighter, but I get emotional. How you doing?
What's cracking, Tamara?
What's going on? You didn't come to try to bash me, did you?
No, I came and holler at you. I wanted to give you a compliment on that live you had earlier. That was glass. That was a good live. You had gave us a heads up on that. I ain't even know that.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to give you that was a good live. I ain't kind of believe you, but it was a good lie, though. You had dropped some facts on that last one. I just wanted to congratulate you on that, give you your flowers. A lot of people don't know how to come together and stick together and try to. We all out here for Dolph, so I don't know why everybody, at each other, you know what I'm saying? But that was a good live you had did earlier. Well, your video, I don't know if it was a live. I think you dropped a video, but I think it was your live, though.
Yeah, it was alive. And the reason why I didn't put his name out is because when I got the message that they told me the feds just got him. And I didn't know when the feds got him, I didn't know how that was gonna go. Because sometimes they do, they keep stuff a secret for various reasons, especially if the person is cooperating and not saying that he's not. But I was not going. I was just waiting. Once I knew that they had given it to the news media, I knew it was safe.
I got one question. How did he have connections to like Dolph? How did he have connections? Like, what was his beef with Dolph?
He didn't have a beef with Dolph. When a person is paid, that's why I keep talking about people. I mean, we got to stand for something. We can't just take money for hits.
Yeah, I think so. You saying he just took some money and
Mm-hmm.
got paid to kill Dolph? So yeah, I don't know. Like I be down there in Memphis. You know what I'm saying? I kind of feel like you know what I'm saying. Like they was keeping me away from certain people, like in that neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? And like in certain neighborhoods, like really like Castelia really support Dolph. You know what I'm saying out there in Memphis. So you know what I'm saying? It's like you gotta be careful, like the people you deal with, if you really with Dolph or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And with the 4 times I've been out there in Memphis, you know what I'm saying, I kind of experienced hate. I got hate because I was with Dolph. You know what I'm saying? I experienced a lot of hate from just representing Dolph and trying to rap for Dolph or trying to blog for Dolph and getting out doing a documentary for Dolph. I kind of experienced hate. You know what I'm saying? Then I kind of like in Chicago, like it's one sided. Like you either on this side or you this side. In Memphis, it's a lot of people playing both sides. You see what I'm saying? Like because the music is together. You feel me? So it's like they playing both sides. Like that's dangerous to me. Like you know what I'm saying? When I was seeing that in Memphis and getting hate because I represent Dolph or I'm out there putting in work for Dolph, you know what I'm saying? I felt like, you know what I'm saying, it's a lot of people playing both sides, you know what I'm saying? And then, Mr. Miller, I want to say, because I'm representing Dolph, a lot of bloggers like Seti Nash, I don't want to speak on nobody's name on your platform, but I might as well do it while I'm here. Seti Nash, AK, they going to say, the Dolph case ain't nothing, or the Dolph, because I represent Dolph, you know what I'm saying? The Dolph case is big. Dolph case is just as big as Takeoff or anybody else case. Dolph was a good brother too. You know what I'm saying? And he was a brother that was stood for the community and was putting schools in the hood. They don't want to tell you all that. He brought a school to put in the hood. He put Grove Hero on. He done did a lot of stuff in the hood. He made a lot of brothers get money. He went to the hood. He went to Castelia. He signed Snoop. He signed Paper Route Wu. Them the only people from Castelia that signed. He signed them brothers. He
He
did a
was
lot
gonna
of stuff
sign
for the
more. He was
community.
gonna sign more from Castelia, but they gunned him down.
Yeah, they gunned them down. And like you know what I'm saying? Like me, I feel like personally, I kind of feel like, you know what I'm saying, they got the market cornered on the music side, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I kind of think it come down to the music. I mean, that's the only thing. The business in Memphis is music. That's the main business in
Memphis
Memphis.
is blazing. You got Young Dolph, you got his artists, Snoop Bands, Key Glock. I like Finesse 2 times. Finesse two
Yeah.
times is blazing. Um,
Like, like Finesse two
it's a
times
lot of
been
more
in
of them.
jail. So, I don't know if he ain't really got nothing. I don't know. I ain't, you know what I'm saying? He just got out of jail, you know what I'm saying? So I don't really know too much about I was asking questions about him just this last time I interviewed Track Boy, you know what I'm saying? But
Well, let
Finesse
me
and two
ask you
times,
something
he actually can rap
since I
though.
see
You know what
that
I'm
you're on the
saying? He
Young
could
Dolph
really
case.
rap though. I like his music.
This is what I want to ask you. What do you think happened to Young Dolph? I mean, it's coming out anyways, but what did you think had happened?
My opinion on what happened to Dog, shit, I kind of feel like, man, I don't know. It's got to be some type of personal problem. See, look, like, I don't want to speak because I got my documentary coming out. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to give y'all the punch, but I might as well. If I'm going to share it with somebody, maybe they could put it to use. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Mirror, she could put it to use. But I think Dolph had a problem with a certain individual. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know what I'm saying? It's like, how the younger generation is, they be chasing clout, you feel me? So then you see it's like that older dude, like me personally, I feel like it was a person above straight drop for him to bust a move like that to kill Duff, you feel me? I think it was a higher power. I think it was a person, and this dude, this Govan dude, he might been the person to put that in a play, or it might be somebody else, but it was somebody else that put that in a play because I don't think Straight Drop is smart enough, or I don't think the other guys who they got arrested is smart enough to even do nothing like that, man. To be
Okay.
honest, from my standpoint, and for me being in Chicago, I don't think, in Chicago it's kind of bad. It's worse. You feel me? So I don't know if it was, you know what I'm saying. I think it was somebody higher up than Straight Drop that put that into motion. And it's kind of
Right.
coming out because they kind of saying he was planning the shit. The man
Yeah.
who just got arrested. So I always felt like I've been out like who the fuck told him to do this shit. That's how I always been. You know what I'm saying? That's how I
Yeah.
always feel like it was somebody
Hold on
else
one
who
second.
pushed him.
Player code. Can you hear me? Player code. I think he said his computer froze up. Okay, I'm gonna drop you and bring you, and you could come back up when your computer unfreeze. Yeah, I think he said his computer froze.
But yeah, Mr. Miller, I think it was a higher up, somebody else, not higher up as in higher up like in real high. I mean like somebody else older or somebody else that coach or like they said, playing the shit out or something like that. I always knew it wasn't just straight drop or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I always knew it was some money involved. I done seen this gang stuff over and over again, Mr. Miller. I knew it was some type of money involved. I knew it was clout involved. And I knew it was somebody above straight drop.
And
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 that's
I
my
want people to
opinion.
know
If that could answer your question,
that,
if I
yeah, and
answered
I
your
want people
question.
to know that whomever else that they arrest, it doesn't necessarily mean that they was a shooter. They could have been, it was more. I kept saying that Straight Drop and Cornelius were not the only people out there. I kept saying that. I kept saying that day. They were not. It's all coming out. I didn't want to put too much out there, but I kept saying that they were not the only ones out there. It was they weren't the only ones out there. So when you start seeing them indict more people, it don't necessarily mean that they were shooters.
Yeah, and I see y'all talking slick in the panel, but I promise you, I'll be busting more moves than just sitting typing. I'm actually busting moves. When you get to busting moves instead of just using a typewriter, holla at me. I see y'all. You know what I'm saying? I ain't nothing dusty about me, G. On the boss, I'll do a 360 around here. Ain't shit dusty about me, gang. Motherfucker, look,
Well,
you know what
well,
I'm saying?
we
Ain't
want to
shit
keep it.
dusty
We want to
about
keep it
me,
about.
folks.
Yeah, we want to keep it about Dolph though. Let's keep it
You
about
know,
Dolph.
no, but you got your tattoo. You got to keep the entertainment going. You feel me? You got to let these people know, like, man, this Mr. Miro show. That's why she got the show. That's why y'all typing. That's why, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing what I'm doing. I keep this with me. You feel me? I keep that with me. You feel me? Y'all out here typing.
So you
You
say
know what
you're
I'm
doing
saying?
a so you say
Huh?
you're doing a movie. You say you're doing a movie on Dolph.
Yeah, I got the
Are you
official,
working
the
with some other
authentic.
vloggers? Aren't you working with some more vloggers?
Nah, I'm working by myself. I'm working with PIE. Straight PIE, FLE, straight
Because I heard
up.
that there are some other vloggers that are doing movies, trying to do a movie on Young Dolph. You're not working with them?
No, ma'am. I'm only doing the documentary, the authentic documentary of Young Dolph. Me interviewing his people, me talking to all his family, me talking to his security, me talking to the guys in Castelia, me talking to his close cousins, his close family members, his second funeral. I got everything documented. I got his actual people, not no people that act in the movie or not no people on script. This is all facts on where Dolph came from, his what studio he started recording in, all the way down to the producers and all that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like authentic, not no movie, authentic. No, I'm not working with nobody. Only people that helped me was PIE, FLE, Fast Lane Entertainment. Shout out Free Lil Crip. Shout out KO Cash. Shout out King Lomax.
Hold on,
PIE.
let me
Shout out Snoop Bands. Them the only people
yeah,
that
shout
helped
out to
me.
them. Shout out to Snoop Bands. Let me hey player code. What's going on? Can you hear me?
Shout
Player
out
code.
DJ Slow Mo. Niggas like that. Paper Route Woo. I could call Woo right now on the phone. Right now. Like you know what I'm saying? Them the people that helped me put my documentary together. Paper Route Cushio.
Hold
You
on
know what I'm
for 1 second,
saying?
ghetto DVD. Hold on. Kimberly.
Yes, sir. What is your name?
Me?
Yes, sir.
I'm Ghetto DVD.
Okay, Ghetto DVD. How you doing?
I'm okay.
Okay, I came back on Tamara and Ghetto DVD because you said her show is entertainment or entertaining. From the person that I know and watching and following her, it's not about a show. She speak for the voiceless, those who no longer hear, cold cases,
No,
etc.
you know,
So
like I mean, you know what? Even though I don't mean to cut you off, man. I understand. You know, this is her show, and it's not entertainment, and she covering a case. But at the same time, this is you guys are watching TV. You are watching your computer or your phone. So at the same time, I'm not a dull personality. I'm friendly. I talk. I respond. I'm human. So yes, I am gonna. If people clowning me, oh yeah,
no,
I done
I didn't
heard the
clown
worst
you.
before. I done
I
heard
was
the worst of the worst. So
I
that's not
wasn't
gonna
clowning you at
offend me,
all,
you
Ghetto
know.
DVD. I was just making a correction, letting you know it's not for show because she covered cold cases, missing persons. Also, we're talking about murders, obviously. So it's not for entertainment. It's a place, a platform to let us know and for us to come together, but not for show because there's nothing entertaining about covering cases of somebody missing,
But
somebody
let me tell you
dead.
something,
You know
man.
what I mean?
Where I come from, I see murder every day. They killed Duck downtown in
Got it.
broad daylight. I'm gonna tell you, sometimes, man, I'm gonna give you the best advice I could give you. Sometimes you gotta laugh to keep from crying, Miss Lady.
No, I
It's a
just was
lot of
making.
stuff. A lot of people have a lot of stuff. You don't know what I'm going through. You don't know what
Absolutely
Miss
not.
Mara going through. You don't know what Dolphin and them people going through. You don't know what you going. I don't know what you going through. You just popped up here real serious.
No,
But
I'm not.
ma'am, you
I'm
gotta
not
laugh
serious.
to
Right, and
keep from
she's been
Laughing.
a
crying.
she's been a subscriber and she's a moderator. So
Yeah, I'm
I
not
don't
on here
know, but I'm sorry,
yeah,
ma'am, if I
she's
offended you.
awesome.
I'm sorry, but I didn't offend Mr. Mara, and I'm sorry if I offended you or whatever. I apologize.
Thank
You
you, but
said
no, I wasn't bashing you at
I'm
all,
sorry,
or
but
coming, going below the belt. No, because it doesn't profit us. I just wanted to let you know it's not for entertainment. We're interested in justice for those who can't speak for themselves and family members who got cold cases and missing persons or unsolved
I
murders. That's all I
understand that,
want.
Miss. I cover the same thing on my channel.
Cool.
3 people just got killed at McDonald's. A person just got killed, and 2 people just got killed at McDonald's on 95th Street.
That's
They
all I
just
wanted.
shot 3 boys, 3 brothers in
Uh huh.
front of their house, and they was innocent. I cover the same thing, man. It's
thank
just I'm
you.
not just gonna be just a mean person. I'm just not a mean person like that. I
No, I'm
have a
not
sense
coming
of
for your
humor.
character. I just was correcting you when you said it was in her, it's entertainment. And I just
I
wanted to clarify
understand,
to you.
but
That's
you
it.
gotta
But no fault of
moderate
yours.
your chat. You can't correct her family, Miss
Now
Lady.
hold on for a second.
Stay to
Hold
your
on.
be in your mind. Mind, get back on your keyboard and keep
No, but
modding and
hold on
promoting
for
and
a second.
saying
Ghetto DVD. Hold
likes
on
and
for a
stuff
second.
like that. And have a
Hold
good
on for
night.
a second. All right. Thank you. Player code.
What it do? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. What's up? You want to?
Man, I can't call.
I
I
know
had
you
to
want to.
get
You
on from my
straight Memphis. I
phone.
know you want to say something about this.
Huh?
I said you straight Memphis. I know you want to say something about this. What you think?
Man, it's crazy. Like, but we kind of knew that was coming, but not from him. But like now, this
So
opened
had
up
you?
a
Because
whole.
you're in the rap industry. Also, had you ever met Orange Mound Quette?
Nah, I never met him before.
Okay.
I never got a chance to meet him, but I heard of him though.
Mm-hmm.
And now this just opened up a whole lot of more questions. You know what I'm saying? Like, Like back the age difference with him, about him being in his 40s, that make you wonder how cool was him and Cornelius. Did he know him? Because I all know from this same area. So now
Absolutely.
you gotta bring that into play. And another thing, like I said, I don't know Orange Mound Quette. I just heard him, but like from the looks of it, that ain't nothing he put together. He wasn't the mastermind behind it play.
No, he wasn't the
So
mastermind. He was
yeah, so
definitely
like,
not the mastermind.
it's
I
still
know.
some higher ups to go. But that open questions about his daughter, that open a whole lot of questions, you know what I'm saying?
So, a lot of people was trying to figure out, like you said, how Cornelius, they were saying, well, Cornelius them fool was straight drop them. That would definitely be the connection.
Right.
Did y'all see by Capricorn comment? She said she know
What
this
she
person.
say?
She said she know Quette or Quick, whatever his name is.
Okay, she said she's been knowing Quette for 20 years. Wow.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's crazy. That
Tell her to come up here.
Right.
Yeah, by Capricorn, you want to come up? The link is dropped for anybody that want to come up and talk about this. But like I said, from my understanding, he had, he knew it was coming. He had been waiting.
And that is raised more questions, because like, how did they get on to him?
Right.
How did she find out his
why Straight
nickname?
Drop? Because he was Straight Drop's manager. Why Straight Drop been trying to leave that jail? I told y'all he was running from something.
Right. And his daughter, a lot of K's Destro, she was like kind of cool with Straight Drop.
Mm-hmm.
How did y'all find his name though, like that? His nickname.
That's his name, Orange Mound Quette.
That's what everybody know him by.
Everybody know about Orange Mound Quette. He's from out of the Orange Mound area. Cornelius is from around that area. Him and Cornelius would be in the same age bracket.
All them big 30, all them from Orange Mound. That's where white folks be at. I know white folks too. I got
don't know
a
a lot of
whole
white folks in
documentary
Orange
damn near
Mound.
on white folks.
I don't know a
Real
lot of white folks in
Why
Orange
you
Mound.
laughing?
I don't know a
He
lot
from
of white.
Orange Mound for
I don't know
real.
a
I'll
lot of
be
white
out there
folks
with
in
white
Orange
folks.
Mound. I don't. I mean, I rise past Orange Mound. I know that area very well. I don't know a whole lot of white folks in Orange Mound. I don't.
T, do you remember that girl that she said it was 2 cars full of black males? Remember that?
That girl said it was 2 carloads full of dudes that pulled up.
Yes, she did.
I don't understand how people get lost in the sauce. You have to think about, I kept saying there was a police camera directly across by the cookie shop that immediately that they got. Y'all know how they had those police cams up that be flashing in neighborhoods? They immediately removed that. Okay. That police cam got a whole lot. I kept trying to the stores, that is a high poverty area, crime area. Every store around the area, I kept saying all of the cameras work, y'all. They got all of the vehicles. I kept saying that. How you doing, back Capricorn? Back Capricorn. Back Capricorn.
Is she muted and don't know it?
She might have to hook her mic up. She might have to accept her mic and come back in.
It says the fact of the matter is these rappers keep losing their lives is due to the contracts they sign and the record labels they deal with. Don't be fooled just thinking, oh, they have the murders. Well, I don't know about that.
But I'm gonna tell you though,
these
I
people
don't
that did
want to
this
drop no names or nothing, but it was a certain individual they had warned me about hanging out with. You feel me? They didn't want me fucking with them really, G. I swear to God on my life, G. And you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Cause a lot of niggas playing both sides out there, G. You hear me? For
Well, I can
real,
agree
they
with
playing
that.
both
I
sides out there.
believe
They
that.
don't play that shit in Chicago. They playing both sides out there, Mr. Miller.
Wow. So, player
You hear
coach.
me?
Yeah,
So what you think gonna come behind this? Cause see, I know you
man.
you from North Memphis. What you think?
More arrests, then the truth go come out. Cause like I said, like, people don't realize a lot of people had to take part in it for that to even go down. It had to be somebody over there in that area, make a phone call. Hey, he pulling up. He leaving a certain spot or something. Like, a lot of people was in on it. Didn't know two or three dudes just sit down and said, man, we finna go and get him out the way. It didn't go like that.
Yeah.
And that just again goes to show how powerful young Dolph was, and I say is because he's still winning, and even in his demise, that it took all those people to get him, just that one person. That says a lot right there,
Yeah, they had to lay in plot real hard.
right? Because he wasn't an easy catch for sure. And
You
young
know
Dolph did
what
not
though?
die. Young Dolph did not die
Dolph
from no
was an
federal
easy
contract
catch.
either.
Hello?
Miss Tamara.
Hello?
Dolph
Uh-huh.
was an easy catch. That's why they tried that shit. Cause he used to be in the hood by himself. He ain't like being around people. It's a proven fact. Everybody will tell you that. He ain't like being
Hello?
around nobody. Well, he just wanted to be human.
We
So
hear
he
you by,
was
by
by himself.
Capricorn.
Back Capricorn, you up here? Back Capricorn. Back Capricorn.
Hey, T, can you hear me?
I can hear you now. You said
T,
you knew
can you hear
you
me?
said you said
Okay?
you knew Orange
I,
Mound Quette
I
personally?
think I'm lagging or something.
Huh?
Okay.
You gotta mute your YouTube.
Yes, I've known him since okay, hold on a second. Just let me try it. Okay, thank you.
Drop them flippers in the comments, man. Y'all
Uh,
don't know who I know.
Back Capricorn, can you hear me? I know I think she's having issues.
Right.
You can come back up. But y'all make sure y'all put those dolphins in the chat. I'm really happy about this. Hey, I've been telling y'all the idea. I know when people don't know what is going on in their
Catalina, I ain't
neighborhood.
asking you. I ain't answering nothing from you.
Wow.
That's the one who blocked me on her channel. That's how I end up getting into it with her.
Okay, yeah, but we're talking about young Dolph right now though.
No, Miss Catalina insists on asking me questions.
Long live young Dolph.
Long live Flipper. Flipper
Yeah,
came all the way out here to Chicago. You want to know how I know Flipper? Flipper
you met him
came all the way
personally.
out here in Chicago in 2015. It was me and my homie Tyree, and we made history then and from that point on. And
Well,
I ain't gotta say nothing else.
young Dolph was born in Chicago. Ghetto DVD.
Yeah, I got his house and everything, his original house and all that's gonna be in the documentary. His cousin used to stay right behind him.
Mm-hmm.
It's two houses right there. Dolph grew up at. I'm gonna show y'all. I don't want to give y'all too much information, but I'm gonna show y'all.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna give some more people the opportunity to come up here, y'all. So thank y'all for coming up.
You welcome,
All
T.
right.
All right. All right, you guys. I just dropped the link. Anybody else? It was some people in the back stage that I didn't let up because I don't like to let a whole lot of people up at one time. So those people that I had waiting in the backstage all the time, y'all can click the link and come back up. Because when you start having a whole lot of people on the panel at one time, then that causes a lot of commotion. It says they planted Quette with his Yo Gotti pick ASAP. I wish the brother luck with his DVD. Much success. No, Catalina, you good. You don't have to go anywhere. You good. Feel like a holiday today. It does. It definitely feels like a holiday today. It feels like a holiday today. I'm very happy. You know, and it's not the end, you know. But I just want to know though, because I know that some of these people that have not been gotten yet, I know they going from like page to page looking. I just want to know, do they feel any better? Did it make their lives any better to do what they did to Young Dolph? Did it make their lives better? I don't think that it did. I don't. I don't think it made their lives any better. Dolph tape on the way. Play with your B2 on the way out. So rest in peace to Dolph, though. I'm so happy for his family. I'm happy for Mia J, for his children, for his parents, for his artists. I keep telling y'all his artists ain't had nothing to do with his death. I keep telling y'all that. They did not. The people that y'all see that are all affiliated, okay? All of the people and their affiliations, it's gonna be that them. They're gonna all have a connection. It ain't to Young Dolph's artists. Yep, it's not to his artist. You know, that's why I've always wished well for his artists. I want to see their Dolph's legacy continued. Okay, because he was killed because Dolph had big plans. He had big plans on signing a lot of talent in Memphis and teaching a lot of them young dudes the recipe, teaching them how to cut the middleman out. A lot of these labels want to financially rape their artists. Okay. And so it was not conducive to, I can't understand other Black people though. Instead of getting with him and helping to make it bigger, that's what I would think. Instead of getting with him and helping to make it bigger, okay, they want to kill him. They want to kill him. And so I think it's a shame. So, you know, I have a lot of faith in the authorities that's working on Dolph's case. And I had told y'all, I think a show I did a few shows back, I was like, y'all, everybody has gotten real quiet. I can't even trick no information out of nobody. I said, but when they get quiet like that, whereas I can't even get no information, it's something that's getting ready to happen. It's something that's getting ready to happen. It's something that's... Hey, Player Cole.
What it do? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. I don't know what was going on my computer.
Yeah, so you said you surprised by this?
Kinda and kinda not.
You didn't think he had, so you really didn't think he had nothing to do with it?
Yeah, I thought he did, but not that deep in, you know what I'm saying? Because like who he affiliated with, like, you know, he real close with Straight Drop, not just like I know him, you know, they tied in with each other. So I knew it was always something there. Just didn't know what.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, there's almost so many questions there.
Well, the thing about it is, you know, they say allegedly supposedly he's Straight Drop's manager. I don't know. Is that true? He's his
He's Straight
manager?
Drop manager.
So I wonder if he's, you know, nobody said that. So it makes me wonder if he's truly a mafia. I think Orange Mountain Quette is a little older than them.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's truly a mafia. I think he's just he's kind of like an old head that
Still active.
Yeah.
Still active.
It's gonna be interesting. Who it's gonna be interesting to see who paid him, ain't it?
Yep.
Monica says, "Child God is somewhere banging his head against the wall." Oh no. Truly, you're just the younger dudes. Y'all. Glenn Gray says, "God in CMG, the end is coming." I don't know, y'all.
A whole nother dope. Like, I was just looking at that news thing, and like, them people know what's going on. Whoever that dude was speaking, the lady asked him something else. He like, I ain't gonna comment on it.
Mm-hmm.
So they
have they given a press conference yet?
Oh, this was just a little short clip that they post on their YouTube channel. It wasn't the actual news part, so they had cut it a little bit.
Yeah. Well, I'm hearing somebody else is about. I'm talking about immediately or very near.
I can imagine who that is. I already know, cause like their connection gonna be too close.
I don't know, because when I was told the name, I had not heard that name, so I don't know. I had not heard that name.
It's crazy though. But it's a good thing, and then it's still sad. It's a good thing. Ain't nobody go back. Look, ain't nobody go get away with this. They getting them out the way. The sad part is, his family still gonna be grieving, and it's even another low blow because dude from over there in their hood, you would think everybody from their hood would have and should have love and respect for young dog. You should think he would feel safe and be protected over there.
Mm-hmm.
But that wasn't the case though. And like I said, still sad because his kids got to deal with it and go through life without their daddy because he was took out for some dumb shit, some bullshit.
That's all it was. It was a bunch of bullshit. But like I said, from my understanding, hey, it seemed like to me he might have been ready for him to get him. I don't know.
They could be like,
knew that was coming.
See, he know them people personally. He know Drop personally. He know Cornelius personally, and like he know, man, probably a matter of time for somebody break. He know him, like what your people go do.
Yeah.
And like it's a different thing. Everybody gangster, but when these folks get to come out 75 years, another 25 years for the gun because you were convicted felon. Man, these young dudes don't want to do 8 months in jail, 8 days. So they finna tell you something. And especially if they feel like you ain't been keeping it real with them. I don't know how their situation was after they get caught up on it. With people still making sure they was straight shooting them some. They could play a part in it too.
Yeah. Well, they should have known as how quick they got Cornelius in straight drop. They should have known that these people were not playing. But I think once you go on for a minute, you feel like ain't nobody gonna say nothing, ain't nobody talking, and you ain't gonna get got. But for I think I don't know what he said, but whatever that he said when they got him, he knew that they was coming.
And what that was coming for.
Right.
Yeah, he knew what was going on. And then see, this another thing, like we don't know this, just like Black Youngster was picked up in question, he probably was too, probably on more than one occasion.
Mm-hmm.
But we never got that information. So like I said, it just opened up a whole lot of more doors, a whole lot of more questions, and eventually it's gonna keep unfolding and unfolding to the whole truth out there. Because there was a big play. Like I said, there was a big play. There was a lot of people in on it, and a lot of people were paid.
Yeah, a lot of people were paid, and you have to wonder who got that kind of money to pay them folks like that.
Yeah, cause like I'm starting. At first, I was thinking like, "Damn, what they getting them up out of here for?" It seemed like a small piece of money, but like as you keep looking on, like it don't seem like it was no small piece of money. Cause like it's too many hands. So like, I know everybody had their hand in the pot.
Well, it's gonna be interesting to see where the bag came from, ain't it?
Yup.
It's gonna be interesting.
That next arrest might just tell it. Hold on, let me grab my food right fast.
I don't know, but it's gonna be interesting. Asking God to wrap his tender mercies around DOLPH's family as we approach the 1-year mark. God, I just keep hearing that song Shirley Caesar sings. God said it, and I believe it because he won't take it back. You got to trust and keep on moving. I kept saying it, but it's easy. But it's understandable when it takes a while, people start to lose faith. J. God's words are yes and amen. Absolutely. Do you think someone killed his daughter because they knew he was involved with DOLPH's murder? I don't know. I have not heard that, Miss Teresa. I don't know. They're saying who I don't know who Brandon Mims is. I don't know. But they're saying, Miss Teresa, that her murder was a robbery. And then, just somebody on the internet claimed, and this is allegedly, that Lotta Cash Desto allegedly had been playing dice with Jay Princeton. And then when she left, she was followed. And when they got to the red light or whatever, she was hit up. I don't know. That's just something that somebody came into my comments and said. So I don't know that she had been playing at a dice game with them. People put all kinds of stuff out into the atmosphere. So I don't know. They claim they got the guy who killed her. So I don't know. Because I got to thinking about when they said it, even though I didn't elaborate on it, because people put a lot of stuff out there, and
yeah, I'm dead.
And they said, hey, Willie Briggs. And they said that, I thought about that. I was like, well, okay. Some people are saying that there's an echo when I talk. Sometimes when I talk, but I hope ain't nobody trying to hack into my stuff. But I was downtown today. I think these hackers need to proceed with caution.
Yeah, then you just shitting on them today. They big mad. They got to check in there.
But they were saying with Lotta Cash Desto, I started thinking about, she was shot, and they're saying it's a robbery. And I started thinking about if, she was shot at a red light or something. Then they say she was at a red light.
Yup, but hold up.
Anybody know what kind of jewelry she had on?
That's what I'm going to tell you. Like, look, whoever put them on her, they probably told them, hey, she a rapper. Yeah, I know she was in the street, and she would have emotion at her. Get everything or try to get everything. That could have been the case.
I find that weird that somebody pull up to them at a red light and want to rob her. How the hell they know what kind of jewelry? How did they know what she even had on? Like what was in that car? So when somebody put that in my chat that she allegedly had been, playing dice at a dice game with Jay Prince Jr. and them allegedly.
Oh,
I didn't think nothing of it. And they sent somebody to rob her, but you get to thinking about that stuff, although it don't mean it's factual. But somebody sure said it. But I got to thinking about how the hell they know, somebody just pull up to her at a red light. How they know who she was, what she had, and all that. It do
cause
seem
she
kind
not
of
from
weird.
up there.
Teresa said, was there a black SUV behind her? I don't know.
I ain't say what kind of car it was. I don't think.
Yeah, that a lot of cats. That's though, Kaylin. That's his daughter. That's his real blood daughter. Straight Drop manager. He knew they was coming. That's why they so-called Straight Drop album. They just added on to the 800 plus pages of evidence. Okay.
Damn.
I saw Brandon CMG memes when I Googled it at 9:01. I don't think that's their brother or nothing. It might be a cousin because I don't. It's just three of them, right?
Now he do got another brother on his dad's side. He do gospel music, but God really don't even fool with those like that for some reason.
Yeah, Juke's name is Anthony. I heard she was leaving one house, one of those infamous dice games. A lot of cash debt, so they say she was leaving one of them dice games. Like I said, it is something to think about. I don't know. Somebody just pull up to her and rob her. Hell, they didn't know what she had in her car.
Right.
So why would they, just pull up to her and rob her?
Somebody to sick on them.
That's what it would seem like.
Yeah. I got a sweet lick for you.
That's
What
so
the niggas do.
even a dice game. John Anderson said, yes, it's over 1,000 pages now. It's probably gonna be more than that.
That motherfucker at 2,500.
They trying to airtight this and get everything. It's gonna be over. It's gonna be out of the thousands after a while when they get through getting these clowns. Monica said, "Gotti don't fool with nobody but his boo daddy and his secret lover Jigga." Oh Lord. They're saying Lil Flip's her uncle player call.
They might just be saying it because the relationship him and Quette get.
Hey, D-Ma.
Hey, I just came up real quick. I had a question for Player Cole.
Go ahead.
Player, what's going on?
I can't call it. How you been?
I'm good, baby. I'm getting back in the saddle. But hey, do you think they still gonna drop this Straight Drop album on the 17th?
More than likely, yeah.
Wow, even after all of this, huh?
Yeah, cause see, like what you can do when you upload your music to Spotify, you can put the date you wanted to come out, and it already be uploaded. They just don't drop it to that date.
So basically, they can't recall it.
Well, you can pull your music down from there, yeah.
Well, don't you think it'd be rather foolish of them to do that right now?
Yeah. But, I don't think his manager was behind that play because, like, if you look on Straight Drop IG, their page be active like mostly daily, every other day. I think it's one of his homeboys, somebody cool with him, could be a producer that's, working his page like that.
Well, I think it's suicide to do that right now. That's just my opinion, because it's almost like putting a nail in the coffin.
Yeah. But that last mixtape he put out, they can use that because he gets songs in there where he's speaking on dog murder. A couple of songs.
Just to drop anything on that date, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah. They knew what they was doing when they did that.
So, you know, in light of Quette getting arrested, I just think it's like pure D suicide to even do that. You would think that they fall back right now.
And they got some more artists dropping.
Okay.
hmm
Yeah, that's all I wanted to know, if they still gonna continue on with their dissing campaign.
Well, I don't think they knew this was coming.
That's what
I'm
I'm
talking about
saying.
a lot of them with, because I don't think Orange Mound Quette has the money to even fund an album. Do you? I don't think it was his money that was going to be put behind promoting an
Nah,
album. So I'm
they
saying the
had
people
real
who was putting the
engineers.
money behind promoting his album probably didn't know. Well, I'm sure they didn't know that this was happening. Was going to happen today. It seemed like to me the feds surprising them just like they surprised Dolph that day he walked in that cookie shop.
Yeah, them tables do turn.
Don't they turn? And they can't be mad at nobody but themselves. They did this. They didn't have to kill him.
Mm-hmm. And I just hope Orange Man Quette say his daughter murder didn't have to have nothing to do with this, because like this really gonna look extra bad on you, bro. You went did some shit to get your daughter took out and get you in jail. Like ain't no coming back behind it.
You know what I
No,
will say
ain't
on
no coming back.
that, what I will say on that, Player Cole, is just my personal opinion. And I've said it before. Sometimes when you do really bad things, and I know we speak of karma, we take karma, you know, just like a cliche, so to speak, you know what I mean? But sometimes, you know, karma is very real. And
Yeah.
sometimes when you do stuff like this, it may not come back on you, but it come back on your kids,
Yep.
you know. And when she got hit up at the time, I had no idea that her dad was involved in Dolph's case. You know, I just found her situation to be very sad, you know, young lady being hit up like that. So of course, you know, my heart kind of went out to her and her family, regardless of whatever ties or connections they had, because, you know, I'm just that kind of person. I will never want to see nobody kids get taken out. But if this is, like you say, a reason why she was taken out, then yeah, that's something he's going to have to live with. And, you know, at this point, he may feel like he ain't got nothing to lose. You know what I'm saying? He done lost, because she was his only daughter, right?
I believe so, yo.
Yeah. You know how many other kids he got?
And I'm not sure that it's like I know his mama, her mama, and I think the mama might have some more kids, but not by him.
Oh, okay. But does he have kids by other females?
I ain't sure about that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, you know, like they say, you can do stuff like this, and you may get away, but you may not get away with not getting caught. And this was a high-profile case.
Yep.
You know, I don't know why people thought Dolph case was just some old poop butt case with poop butt investigators on it. But you know, hey, shout out to the MPD and the feds.
And I heard a blogger say that today, and I'm like, damn.
What they say?
That it really wasn't important because they already had who they had.
Yeah, but you know, Tam been saying it from day one that it's just the beginning. And it's almost like they started from the bottom and worked their way up to the top.
Mm-hmm.
Because, you know, in my mind, if you look at it, it seems like all of the little players are locked up. You got JoJo Splat, even though they're not named on Dolph's case, I think that
they know what happened. They know what happened to Dolph.
And I think that the authorities just went ahead and locked them up on whatever they could lock them up on. Yep. You know what I mean? Like the 3 from the memorial shooting. Them 3 are still locked up, you know. So Teasy, and I said when Teasy got caught and had all these charges, I said I can't see him not talking because he got a lot of serious charges. I don't care if they did let him out on recognizance. I really think that at the end of the day, I kind of felt like Teasy is going to be the one talking because he just gave me snake vibes. And I couldn't see him not saying anything to get himself out of his own predicament.
Well, he kind of got a, like I said, the 20 years that I worked for the police department, I had never seen nothing like that. You know, I know they make mistakes, but to let him out of jail on his own recognizance with him having the history that he had and the charges that he's had, I've never seen that before.
Yeah.
It had to have been some, I was like, either it's an oversight or something is wrong and it just ain't right. They didn't even give him a bond. He got like a get out of jail free card with the charges that he had and the criminal history that he had. That never happens.
Who was it?
Teasy.
Oh yeah, I've been saying that.
It says Teasy singing like David Ruffin stole the mic. Hey, I'm so happy that DOLPH family is getting some justice. You know, I am. And like I said, I was told that when they got him, it's like he knew he had been he was waiting. So
was he like in a running process, like trying to duck him?
Well, should I say this? He had been, from my understanding, he had been going back and forth from Memphis to Nashville. So that's possible, but I don't see nobody trying to run not to Nashville.
Is that what I was just
They
going
were just trying to stay out of the city some. That just lets you know that the feds are always watching, don't it?
You believe.
Yeah, they probably, like Tam said, they jumped on this case early on. They've been on this case. Do you think it's going to turn into a RICO?
I don't see how it wouldn't. I do. It's too many, you know, it's too much stuff going on with it.
Yeah.
They might wait till they get ready and get the last top people. Then that's when they're going to turn into a RICO.
Do you think, Tam, that some of the people that's currently locked up that have not been named on DOLPH's case, that their charges will, some of them, their charges will be eventually upgraded?
You mean some of the ones that are locked up right now? You're talking about like Straight Drop and Cornelius?
No, CEO Bobby and JoJo Splat and, them other guys.
Probably.
Bang Wayne.
I've always felt like those two, I've always felt like they was out there. Not necessarily, I don't know if pulled a trigger, but I've always felt like they was out there. They know exactly what happened. That little group right there. I just kind of believe it was one of the vehicle. They was in a vehicle that was on that lot.
Yeah, because that girl clearly said,
and they weren't just on that lot. See, like I kept trying to tell people when they were sitting up talking about that picture was edited, I said, well, they did that for a reason. The way that they know that their witnesses are credible is that I said, evidently there was other vehicles that was on that lot. So when they get witnesses to say, well, I know what happened, I know little Bobo, he was in a orange Cavalier, they're gonna know, well, we didn't show that on the news. This person know what they talking about. So it was other people that was out there, like witnesses that they did not want to show. You see how they put some vloggers on here to try to find witnesses so that they could be heard. Some of these vloggers are gonna see some charges real soon.
Yeah, that's why I say when you got multiple defendants on a case this big, that's why I was wondering if it's probably going to go RICO, because usually when you got multiple defendants tied in with a crime organization like this, sometimes it seems like they usually turn it turn it into a RICO. Especially if the feds picked him up, you know what I mean? So, yeah.
And there's no telling what this other one that they get ready to pick up is gonna say.
Yeah. Well, somebody been saying something. Because you got to think about who all has come out of, who has not escaped this. They got the young lady from, what's that boy name? Anita Wilson case. So, you know, they got people that they have kind of been trickling down with the arrest that I think that somebody has been talking. Yeah, so that's all I want to know, Cole. I just want to know if they were still going to go on their smear campaign on the 17th. But if they do, my opinion is that it's suicide to do that. I think they need to lay low and fall back for real.
Well, now
But
that
I'm
they
at
see
work.
that they're not gonna get away with it, I'm sure they trying to edit some stuff. What do you call the player code when you trying to change music at the last minute? Because see, what they wanted to do was troll Young Dolph and have Straight Drop to put subliminals out about how or what he did to Young Dolph. I bet a lot of that shit get ready to change.
Pull songs off and shit. Because they never premiered none of the songs on it. They just showed the album cover. But like somebody had told me, you know, a couple of months ago, this Straight Drop had music that he hadn't dropped. Like they picked a certain. I'm like, damn, why the hell was his mixtape so short? And they split them songs up.
That's right, straight dumb. That's exactly what he is.
And they still using him as a crash dummy. Still using them. But yeah, I bet somebody had to change out their under rules and put on some Depends diapers after today's announcements.
So
Yeah, but I'm
do y'all think Orange Mound Quette has been in and out of jail his whole life, more in than out? Do y'all think he gonna talk?
It's hard to say. You know, he's already seasoned as far as the criminal justice system is concerned.
Yeah, it's hard to say. What is it in his history for him snitching on his other charges? That'll tell you.
I don't know, but I'm gonna see. I think he's always done his time, but see,
he seemed like when it come to that, but not like I said, I don't know him. But you know, it seemed like
this is different. He's never coming home again. He had a you know what is a release date before. I don't think he's gonna have a release date this time.
And they're gonna career him out. Especially if the feds got him. He already got a background. He out of there.
So I tell you, y'all make sure y'all put them dolphins in the chat. Y'all put the dolphins in the chat. Y'all long live Young Dolph.
Rest in peace, Young Dolph, so he can't tell on joke. He got me thinking about that movie now. Damn, what movie was that? Dude said, man, don't mention my name. You get caught. Don't mention my name.
Right. You know, this is turning into a real live New Jack City. It really is.
They saying he probably. I keep saying that for a reason. I think you never know when a person he lost his daughter. You know, he might be a little different than he would have been. He probably already is.
You know, I just can't see these other ones just being so nonchalant and so cavalier as to not be fazed by his arrest. Because, you know, for me personally, it definitely was a shocker. I was not expecting to see him being arrested. But that goes to show you the same way people were talking about, not knowing those guys. Well, basically at the end of the day, Quette kind of flew under the radar too, the same way like Cornelius. So, kind of goes back to everybody is not internet and out here in the public eye all the time. Them the ones you got to worry about when they laying low in the cut.
Yeah, that's true. That's true, y'all. Long live Young Dolph. Anybody else that wants to come up that had not come up that wants to, talk about Young Dolph?
I'm gonna hop down, guys, because I'm at work, so I just want to come up and ask Cole that.
And
So
then
I'm
after I get
listening
off
in.
of here, I'm going to immediately do a for all of my members. I'm going to go live in the members only and give y'all some information.
Okay, I'm gonna hop downtown.
Okay.
Okay, see you, Carl.
All right, be cool, man.
Mhm.
So, Plico, how many more people you think gonna be arrested? I don't know if I asked you that.
I say at least 2 to 3 more.
Mm.
That could be more than that.
Yeah, it could be.
If they want to just like, it don't matter if they ain't pull the trigger. Like they might have played a role and, like I said, made a phone call or told somebody, "Well, I know he gonna be at this spot at this time." If they decide to get people like that, it could be even more.
Yeah. Yeah, I dropped the link. Anybody else want to come up? Anybody else want to come up and say something about this Young Dolph case? It's been a long time coming. It's been a long time coming. It's been almost 365 days, but this is something big, almost on the anniversary of his death. And just, I started thinking about tonight when I was out on my case. I was like, dog, God is just real. God is so awesome. Here they thought they was getting ready to crash Young Dolph's death date because they knew his artist was going to do something, big for his death date. They thought they was getting ready to rain on that and consistently disrespect him, but they didn't know that God had other plans. My mother always says this, my mama loved to say this, when people do something, she said, that's all right. I've been on my knees praying, God gonna come passing through. They didn't have no idea that God was gonna come passing through. She always said that God gonna come passing through. So God is real. God is real. They thought that they were God. Okay. They had plans to consistently disrespect Young Dolph. Remember, I did a video about it. I was pissed off about it. But God had other plans. And as I always say, God worked through people like the FBI, the DEA, the Memphis police investigators, the police chief, and the police director, who I hear has been actively involved in Young Dolph's case. They have to give them an update every single day. And it makes me extremely happy to have a police chief like Chief Davis, who don't have an ego and know the benefits of working with the FBI. Okay. Because most police departments don't want the FBI involved they just don't. Okay. But the FBI got involved pretty early on anyways, because like I said, it was a murder for hire. But the mere fact that she liked to work with them, to network, to work with them and bring them in, that's a blessing. Wow, so he was living like nothing happened. I think that Negro been looking over his shoulder. I think he's been looking over his shoulder. The DA says Govan solicited the murder of Young Dolph.
And how close? Okay, so he stayed across the street from Cornelius, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
y'all, when it all trust me when I tell y'all this. Orange Mound Quette didn't just wake up one day and decided that he was going to kill young Dolph. He ain't had no reason to want to do it. It was a financial motivation, and you could take that to the bank.
So I want to do like the other dude that got killed over there. I wonder like he had something to do with it.
Hey, that was his area, wasn't it? It was in Orange Mound, wasn't it?
Cause what I'm thinking is, dude might have seen him putting that car over there. I knew he.
Absolutely. Then they know dude saw him put that car back there because that car was found in Orange Mound. Orange Mound Quette lives in Orange Mound. And I believe, and this is just what I believe it was Straight Drop that killed that boy sitting on their porch that saw them. You know, people was trying to say he was one of the shooters. That's why they killed him. Nah, that boy saw them with that car and knew who it was because he lives in Orange Mound.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that Straight Drop was the one who took him out because, you know, that was before Straight Drop was killed. But that's not factual. It's just what I think. I mean, that was before Straight Drop was arrested.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It could have been Orange Mound Quette, though, but I think it was Straight Drop.
Yeah, I'll let us go hit the light, though, for sure.
Deborah says, so they went to Cali and had a meeting. I'm hearing that's where all the meetings took place, but that's just word on the street. Okay, that's just word on the street. That's just something I heard. So that's not factual. Yep. He saw Orange Mound Quette them and he knew them. And they got together and decided that they needed to go ahead and take him out. That's what they did. They got together and decided that they needed to go ahead and take them out. Thanks for becoming a member, Miss Diane Wright. All right, you guys. I said I was going to do 2 hours. I got back on. I'm glad that the news is broke. I'm getting ready to do a video with all my members. I want you guys to, I'm getting ready to do a live with you guys. I want to thank you all for tuning in. I want to just say, you know, my heart and my prayers go out to Young Dolph's family. I think God is fixing it where Young Dolph can really rest in peace. That he can really rest in peace and he can ascend on to another level. Because right now he down here spinning on these niggas in the spiritual. And they mad because they can't touch him. Okay. And so I hope God gives his family peace. I truly do. I pray for peace. I pray for peace on the streets of Memphis. May God just allow his spirit to just walk through the streets of Memphis where there are no retaliatory spirits and just allowing God to get justice in his way. Because when God get them, they got. That's it. That's all. That's worse than any hurting that any man could ever put on another human being. Because some of these folks know they get ready to go away to jail, so they rather be killed. But God is they're going to pay the way God wants them to pay, right? Thank you, Tanya G, for the $2 super sticker. So that's my prayer for peace in the streets, peace to Young Dolph's family, peace to everybody that's on here. No weapon formed against me or any of you all shall prosper. Anything that rises up against us will be condemned. They'll see it back in 30 days. To that fake page, you're gonna be YouTube gonna be hearing from my lawyer. Okay, we're gonna put it at YouTube feed. Okay, I love you guys. I'll talk with you later.